Welcome to NFT Art Talk in the Morning, where we talk about news, hot topics, and everything related to crypto and NFT industry market stuff. That sounded very scientific. We also have a bit of fun. If you can't tell, if you're new to the channel, we want to go ahead and welcome you here. My name is Moshe, aka DJ Fetus, and this is my homie Kardik NFT in all the places. Before we jump into the industry and the news, we want to remind you, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're with us on YouTube. Then you can click that notification bell so that you always know when we're dropping new videos or going live. If you're with us on Twitter, thank you so much for hanging out with us there too. Don't forget to like the post, retweet it, shoot us a follow, and you can do the same with the notification bells there. You can click it. You can actually select you only want to know when we're live. That's mostly what we do from the NFT Art Talk channel anyways. Regardless, we want to welcome you in here midweek and say, I hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to kick it off by saying, what's good, Kardik?
Just chilling, man. I almost finished uploading this project that I've been working on. I uploaded 4 albums that I'm going to release next couple of months. So kind of excited about what's about to happen. So
very exciting, man. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm about to drop some more NFTs this week too. Furiously working on them into the wee hours of the morning. I was hoping to have them out today, but now my new goal is by the Jam Room NFT Art Talk on Friday. But yeah, man, I'm bringing such good vibes into today. I just want to take a second to share some good vibes. Got a great workout in this morning. Hung out in an awesome space with some really cool people, sharing a bunch of love for around the humans and Deturians and Fab projects. Really cool to hang out with those guys in the morning. And I'm excited to be here with you guys. I got a workout in too. So I'm kicking. I'm
ready to go
today. Got my water. Cheers.
Got the adrenaline running.
Got the adrenaline going. So let's dive in here and talk about some of this stuff.
The market recap.
The market recap. I had to get a little water. I'm realizing I'm a bit parched. Yeah, we just thought we'd dive back in midweek check on just what's happening in crypto and NFT coin land, tokens or coins, however you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, we see Bitcoin kind of chilling here at this like 28 to 30K range, Ethereum in that 18 to 2200 range. XRP still chilling in the 40 cents right now at 41 at the time of filming. Yeah, Cardano 53 cents. Let's see, Matic at 67. Litecoin 69. Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, we're starting to see the reds. I think when we checked in Monday, we saw a lot of green colors. Now we're seeing some more red. It's just a very volatile market right now. We're not financial advisors here. We're not here to tell you how to invest your money at all. We're just giving our perspective on things. And yeah, I mean, I still see some really interesting locations here. It looks like things are settling down a bit.
Yeah, it's just kind of following the main stock market. Stock market's kind of down today as well.
Yeah. And then some NFT coins like we like to do in here are what crypto or coin market cap calls NFT coins. Flow chilling at 2.7, Ape Coin 7.9. So yeah, even here we're seeing similar stuff to what we saw at the beginning of the week. $1.09 on Mana, Decentraland's coin. Tezos at 1.74. Kind of chilling in this like $1 to $2 range. Yeah, most everything here too seems to be about in the same range as where it was on Monday when we checked in. We wanted to go ahead today and bring up another Rarity tool called Rarity Sniper. Usually, I feel like we're always talking about Rarity.tools. This is another really interesting one. I think this one's pretty cool because they really do track a lot of different blockchains, not just Ethereum, which Rarity Tools does too. But I don't know. Rarity Sniper has a lot of smaller collections as well. It's just an interesting tool, so we wanted to talk about it. But here it's just kind of some of their featured collections. Looks like they got some stuff from Soul. They have the XRPL, they have BNB, Matic, Crow, some pretty interesting stuff. It's interesting to see them all next to each other too. and how the similarities in the art, I think, is something that's really interesting here. And I don't know if Kartik, if you had anything else before we kind of look at their top.
Well, when I'm looking at this, man, just as an artist, bro, it's like, man, I need to go get on a couple of these other chains like Crow, BNB, like Flow we're looking at. But yeah, man, it's interesting. At least this site kind of shows the other chains, so you're kind of notified, like, hey, I could put my stuff on there as an artist.
Yeah, and what I think is interesting about this tool particularly is it also gives you rarity, so like
Mm,
you can kind of like see the most rare, because rarity is very important, especially in these PFP
mm,
projects. I mean, it's really important to the collectors, I know, because it's kind of like, oh, well, I'm the only one that has it, right? That's the thought process. But yeah, the looking at some of their stats, I mean, honestly, they're tracking the top ones as well, and it stays pretty consistent in this top 10 as we report. Other deeds still at top. Azuki, Bored Ape kind of trading between who wants to be number one and number two recently. Mutant Ape very closely behind Bored Ape. Clonex, Beans, another Azuki project, Moonbirds, Doodles, CryptoPunks. It's interesting to see CryptoPunks when we're looking at their 7 day, just kind of like chilling down here, but it looks like they have inconclusive information.
right.
They
Yeah.
have no floor price on this chart. But yeah, otherwise it's got kind of some other interesting stats up here, just the prices of some coins and what gas prices are at. This is a cool tool. Links are in the bio or in the description below on YouTube. All right, cool. Well, let's dive into some of this news. Kartik, you want to take us
Yeah.
on our first topic today?
So this is the first news topic I kind of came across this morning. Universal Music Group to release NFTs on Limewire's Algorand marketplace. The major music label behind Taylor Swift, U2, Kendrick Lamar, and BTS will let artists drop NFTs on the new Web3 version of Limewire. So for those of you who are not familiar with what Limewire was basically kind of like a Napster back in the day where they would allow you to download music and stuff like that. And now they seem to transform into kind of like a Web3 format, which is now becoming an NFT marketplace. So digital music sharing services are coming back in Web3 form. Just days after news broke that Napster will return in the form of NFT marketplace on Algorand, Limewire, which announced its own Algorand-based marketplace in March, announced today that it has signed major label Universal Music Group to its platform. The global deal will let artists signed to UMG and its myriad of imprint labels release tokenized digital collectibles via the upcoming Limewire marketplace. Universal includes Interscope, Def Jam, Motown, Geffen Records, EMI, Virgin Music, and others. Collectively, Universal Music Group has Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, Rolling Stones, U2, BTS, Chris Stapleton, The Weeknd, ABBA, and Elton John. So just in a bigger kind of spectrum of it, they also said they raised 10.4 million. What I think is kind of cool about it is, like, I remember using LimeWire back in the day. Now they're coming back. You're seeing these major labels now kind of wanting to work with them to actually release the material in this new NFT kind of way, which is kind of just, ironic and kind of funny at the same point. But yeah, man, I just think this is a cool thing that if you've been in entertainment and this whole kind of like music game, to see this kind of come to this point where now they're trying to figure out a way for these artists to sell these NFTs. Granted, Universal Music Group doing it, there's this whole thing about who owns the crypto wallets, how it's being distributed, and stuff like that. So those are probably some questions that need to be fleshed out between the artists and their management and all that. But I know as a independent artist, you kind of want to just own all that stuff on your own and then deliver it to all different marketplaces.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I couldn't agree with you more. It is hysterical because like the label shut LimeWire down, dude. Like they all got together and Napster. You used to be able to download all sorts of stuff on LimeWire, dude. You could get like
Yeah,
movies and TV
movies,
shows.
music
It'd be
videos.
like it'd be like if you could go to Spotify and just download whatever you were listening to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like yeah, that was a really interesting time. And there's something reminiscent about it in NFTs. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's so funny to see just everything that these labels are doing sometimes make me laugh, to be 100% honest. Like Universal Music Group, like, oh yeah, we're going to do this with LimeWire because like basically we shut them down, and they probably bought it when they shut them down.
Right. Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
probably
mean?
what
I don't know if
happened.
that's true. Do your own research, but
Uh,
I'm just assuming that that's usually why those things happen. Or they when they shut it down, they put their guy in
in
or some
charge of it.
people
Yeah.
work with some shit, some random dumb shit. and then and then and then I don't know a lot about Algo or Algorand. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. All I know about Algorand was when it was released on Coinbase, and it was kind of like popping at the time when it got
that's what I'm saying.
released.
So like, what happened there? I have no clue. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing. It's like I don't know. Go UMG. No shit talking here. Well, actually, I was talking mad shit there. I don't give a fuck. All right, so let's go to the next topic. We're gonna call you out, dude. I'm gonna call you out. I don't know. I'm gonna go research that and see what happened.
Yeah,
I'll
see
try to
what's
bring
really
that to
going
the
on at
show
that.
tomorrow. Yeah, see who bought LimeWire after it
Hey,
closed.
and as a side, these people signing 360 degree deals, which means they like a company owns kind of some of your profits from everything. They're signing these so that they can own these NFTs. So you as an artist need to be kind of aware of like what the hell you're signing and how much that means to you. I'm never gonna be like, don't do that, because I think Drake signed some $400 million deal, and maybe that's good enough for him, right? But when you do that and then they own that, they're gonna own this stuff into perpetuity, like on the
Sometimes
blockchain.
they
But
do, man. Sometimes they
so
do.
you
And
gotta
they
you gotta
taped it
think
in
about.
with the digital stuff, and digital
Yeah,
has a whole new meaning, like Cardiff
right.
was saying. It's not
Yeah,
just what's streaming and what they're pushing on Vimeo or whatever
straight up.
or YouTube. And the market's emerging. What's happening for musicians is emerging. Like we were talking about it last week when we were looking at some Solana charts about music, right? And it only listed like 4 people who hadn't sold anything. Then I was talking to this Solana musician who's like releasing something in a space a couple of days ago, and he's like, "Yeah, man, there's only like 50 Solana music projects, maybe. That's why I'm on Solana, right?"
Mm.
And then I actually thought to myself, like, "Damn, that's why nothing showed up there because there's nothing to track, dude."
Right,
It's
yeah.
so new. It's
It's so
so
new,
in the
yeah.
last like just a few months, you
Yeah.
know. But then, as we showed in that episode, over time, those like projects had done. I mean, Solana's $50.
They're
They
at
had done
300 at one
thousands of
point. Yeah.
soul tokens.
Yeah.
So 50 half a million dollars in sales, you know what I mean, somewhere. Like I don't know, I agree with Kardik. I just think like be aware, like the like a lot of times the people you're working with are aware of things that they might not tell you about, which isn't always to deceive you. It's not always about deception. They just may not have thought about it. That's why as artists we got to be thinking about it. We got to be banding together and helping each other think about it, you know
Straight up.
because
And
that's where the revolution, that's where the creativity comes from.
100%, man. And that's why you just got to be aware of like what you're signing, how much money you're giving up on the table on the front end, depending on, this new ecosystem coming up. I know I'm in one of these rooms where like one of these the producer says everybody's getting paid on $1. And what that means, like right when you release it, you're actually getting the money into your account. I always use Snoop Dogg as an example of that. So you just have to be aware of like that's actually what's going on here. Like you can get the money immediately in your account if you promote it correctly.
Yeah. And if you leverage your stuff, because that's people, a lot of times, especially in music, people want to believe that you can't leverage what you have, but you're the musician. They don't, like, the people don't have that. Sure, they can go pluck somebody else up, but that's not you, and you're incredibly unique and creative, and be your own advocate. I'll repeat that. Be your own advocate. I said that a little bit under my breath. I'm going to move to the next topic here so we can wrap it up for today. Robinhood to let users hold their own crypto and NFTs as it reaches for growth beyond just stock trading. Robinhood will launch a standalone app that lets users custody their own cryptocurrencies and NFTs. I thought that was interesting wording. Custody their own, putting it squarely in competition with Coinbase. The self-custody wallets also will accelerate the company's international launch. Its brokerage firm's latest move into digital assets as it searches for growth beyond stock trading, with company shares down 88% from their all-time high, which was probably happening sometime in beginning of last year or end of last year. Robinhood is handing over the keys to some of its customers crypto. So I think you can already buy crypto on Robinhood, right? So it sounds like they're just making like a wallet of some sort.
They
Yeah,
got the wallets on there already, yeah. So you could like actually like Coinbase, you own the wallet, and then you're able to like send it out. So it's what's funny, man. I was talking to a friend of mine. I think when Robinhood first came out, it was actually a crypto wallet. So and then it transitioned into stocks and options. That's how it kind of got hot, right? And now you're seeing the like, I guess, a circle back to that, which it does make sense, man. Because I mean, Robinhood's whatever, man. They're gonna be tied up in some crazy stuff either way, but for them to allow this to kind of start happening, that's the whole problem with this space of onboarding on a wallet. Like a lot of people just don't know how to do that, and it sounds so complicated. But I know a lot of people I know, they do have the Robinhood app, and they know how that works. So these kind of things have to kind of occur, so transitions occur, so that people can understand how to own their own digital custody assets, an easy way of onboarding. So I think Robinhood is just trying to help that onboarding aspect in one sense, right?
yeah. Yeah, and I mean honestly, I love the personally I love the encryption key concept, right? Where it's like, you have to keep your seed phrase and all of this, but
Right.
I'm interested to see once this like larger adoption comes, like how that changes because like on your phones they're doing retinal scans and stuff like that now. And like and a lot of people believe that like the seed phrase is the barrier of entry for a lot of people. Well, I don't believe it should, but a seed phrase is essentially it's like a 12 or 16 word puzzle that you have to like store when you open one of these wallets. And then let's say I move my wallet from one phone to the next or from one computer to the next or wherever my wallet's being stored. I have to have that seed phrase to access it. If I lose my passwords, if I need access to it and I can't get in for some reason, the company is going to ask for the seed phrase to allow me in. And it's an encryption that I think we should all have, like for our financial, like whatever we're saving should be more encrypted and unique. It can be daunting because like over the course of 20 years, if you lose this thing, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to have access to your money, but there's also so many ways to work that. And, but that just jumped into my mind when I was thinking of Robinhood.
What's interesting about it, man? I had a talk with an artist yesterday, and they were saying that it took them a little while to figure out what was going on, right? But their kids already knew what was happening.
Right.
Like, so that's like a 10-year thing happening between like, we're in the mid 30s now. So there's probably a lot of people our age, maybe a little bit older, that's like, what is this? I don't understand what it is. But you look 10 years younger, 20 years younger than us, they're going to understand. They're doing it right now. So you're in this transitional period of like, you're either apt to learning what's going to happen, or you're just becoming old and you're just not trying to learn what's happening, really.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, this has been fantastic. Let's all catch up. That's what we're here to do, is like to learn together and to figure it out together. And regardless of your age, you could be 12, you could be 95. You're welcome here.
Straight up.
And we're going to do this together. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Click that notification bell if you want to be reminded when we're live or we launch something new. If you're with us on Twitter, don't forget to like and retweet this post. We're growing these communities. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And mostly, we appreciate your support. We appreciate your time. We'll be back here this afternoon at 1 o'clock Central Time, talking about the art and the artists that inspire us. We hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Absolutely wonderful. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you later. Oh, yeah. And before I leave, go Heat. Whoop Boston in the second half. Looking real soft. I love that. Let's go Heat. All right, dude. Kartik, you can close this out.
Enjoy your day today. Don't stress about too many things. Just go out there, enjoy some good movies, series, music, and yeah, just flow with the energy that's coming through, man.
I'm here for the flow. Talk to you guys